Hello and welcome to another update video about Atom. Yeah, I don't see anything very exciting here on the Atom chart. It recovered as anticipated. In the last video we talked about the resistance area here for the wave 4, and that from here we could form an A, B, C structure with a C wave that could reach the resistance area. It doesn't need to reach it, but another bear market low is still very much likely, and the chart would need to prove to me that something different is going on. I mean, there are coins where I am favoring that lows are in place. Okay, if it's the bear market low, that's still a little bit uncertain, but certainly somewhat lasting lows, more or less. Again, still very fragile in the crypto space, okay? So we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We don't want to get too bullish, but we want to highlight when we see a trend changes on the lower time frames. And that is the case for many coins. It's not the case for Atom. Atom hasn't even made a higher low. So yeah, it's starting to make a higher high, but only after a lower low. So it's not yet a trend change at all. So it takes a lot to prove that something more bullish is going on. We anticipated a rally from here in a C wave of 4. Resistance is $10.96. A break above that would be too large for a wave 4, but would not invalidate a wave 4. What could also play out here is just a large triangle, A, B, C, D, E, that would take ages to complete. So yeah, I don't see anything clearly bullish here. For something bullish, it would really need a series of higher highs, higher lows. We want to break above $10.96 and ideally want to break out of this trend channel here, or this triangle pattern, okay? Until then, another low to $4.61 still remains very likely. I'm very open to the idea that we could have bottomed here, which is possible. It's just that if it has, it hasn't shown it yet, okay? Now again, the trend potentially is up. We anticipated a rally. If that is going to form a larger trend, that remains to be seen. We also have here at $10.21, as you can see here, basically a potential neckline of a potential inverse head and shoulders. Now I just highlight that to you as something I see. It's not anything that has to play out, but this is something that could be a reversal pattern from a downtrend into an uptrend. And then we would also look for a higher low here. That could be the setup for something higher. But ultimately, to really get into more bullish territory, I need to see a sustained break above resistance, which is $10.96. And even then, there are different options like a large triangle. So yeah, so to really make the assumption that something really bullish is going on is difficult on this chart, okay? So it's, yeah, I mean, and if it would, you know, if it was showing something really bullish, this would have to be a wave 1, but it's not an impulse, so it would have to be the first wave of a larger diagonal. Then this would be a wave 2, which went down lower than it would be ideal because we broke the 78.6 retrace here. And then the move up would have to be a third wave, yes, but it would have to be an ABC structure, so it's very messy to trade anyway. Then we would get a 4, then we would get a 5. So it's going to be a very messy structure anyway. In my opinion, not a very desirable chart to trade. I think there are better ones. Also not a very good chart looking at the outlook, let's say, because another low is still very much likely. And we also don't really have a clear bullish setup here. So it might show, okay, it might show. And if it shows, I will let you know. And, you know, we review this chart periodically, but it's not a very popular coin, at least if I look at the views for the videos. So obviously we don't cover it that regularly because we have to prioritize what people want to see, okay? But as a channel member, you have access to the live chart, so you can be kept up to date. But yeah, I mean, all I see here is a potential inverse head and shoulders that might form against the last swing low. I mean, you can always focus on higher if you want to, but it just isn't, we just don't have the structure yet that would make it really high probability. Okay, we've got a long trade set up. We can get very positive here. No, nothing is shown yet that would make me think that. Okay, all that happened really is a break of trend line, yeah, which wasn't unexpected because we were watching for this C wave higher, and now we'll see if the price reacts to one of these fib levels, basically at $8.84, $9.84, or $10.96. That's my update about Atom. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.